Should be good. Thumbs up. It's good to go.
Tower Srilankan 302, stand Bravo 10, fully ready for push and start. Amended passenger figures 136 on board.
Srilankan 302, pushback and startup approved, ADC number kilo 203.
And we're just starting engines. So we get the engine page up here. Starting engine number 2.
Check.
So up here we've got the start valve in line and showing the pressure going in to the engine to turn. And right here we've got the N2, the fan and the exhaust gas temperature. We've got the fuel going in now, fuel flow. So as a result of that you can see the N2 in EGT rising as well. So approaching 50% N2, the start valve closes and we're clear to start engine number 1.
Srilankan 302, taxi to holding point taxiway Alpha runway 22.
Taxi to holding point taxiway Alpha, runway 22, Srilankan 302.
Ready
for the briefing, Captain?
Yeah, go ahead.
Start out of Bravo.
Taking off runway 22, gross weight of 69,200 kilos, configuration to 12,740 kilos of fuel on board. Flex 58, N1 87.5, expecting a left turn after departure. V1 147, V2 150, 14,000 blue.
Checked. Before takeoff checklist down to the line.
Before takeoff checklist down to the line. Flight controls.
Checked.
Checked. Flight instruments.
Checked.
Checked. Briefing.
Confirmed.
Flap setting.
Flap 2.
Flaps 2. V1, VR, V2, flex 10.
147, 147, 150, flex 58.
147, 147, 150, flex 58. ATC.
7347 set.
Radar predictive wind shear.
On auto.
ECAM memo.
Takeoff no blue.
Before takeoff checklist down to the line. Complete.
So the 330 which was ahead of us is taking a shorter intersection takeoff. Unfortunately we won't be able to do this today as we're quite heavy, and if we were to do an intersection takeoff we would have to use close to full power, which is not very economical and not desirable as well. So instead we've elected to go full length for runway 22.
302, line up runway 22.
Line up runway 22, Srilankan 302.
Okay, before takeoff checklist below the line.
Cabin crew be seated for takeoff. Before takeoff checklist, below the line.
Yeah.
Takeoff runway.
Is confirmed runway 22.
Runway 22 confirmed. Cabin crew.
Advised.
Engine mode select.
Normal.
Packs.
Off.
TCAS.
TARA.
Landing lights and strobes.
Strobes are on, lights go with clearance.
Before takeoff checklist completed, I'll enter landing line.
Okay, approach is clear for runway 22.
Check. Nothing on the TCAS.
And runway 22 is clear.
Check.
So we just got our line-up clearance. I'm just lining up on runway 22.
Tower Srilankan 314, good morning. Srilankan 314, Kalam Tower, good morning.
30 seconds.
Good morning, sir. Srilankan 314, stand Alpha 3, passengers 144, crew is 8. Srilankan 131, stand by, break. Srilankan 302, off departure, turn left, contact Colombo director 132.4. Pin 150 degrees 10, runway 22 clear for takeoff. So push back and stand up, you are number 2 in sequence, expect about another 4 minutes delay. Srilankan 131. Srilankan down, Milaka 50, request taxi.
Flight flex 58 SRS, runway or thrust blue.
Checked.
Let's go only by
Thrust
runway
set.
22, Milaka 50.
$100 knots.
Check.
V1, rotate. Positive climb.
Gear up. Nav green.
Check.
Full and set heading
Italy
left
negative
100.
Contact us Malana Tower 1191.
Heading green.
On return. Over Pana, call you on this thank you.
Climb direct I-1 Sri Lankan 302 passing 1000, climbing flight level 140.
Lanka 302 Colombo direct I-1 identified track direct T-Max pre-cleared flight level 230.
Direct T-Max, climb flight level 230 Sri Lankan 302.
Thrust climb, over climb up. Nav green, order thrust wide, flap 1.
Speed checked. Flap 1.
Lanka 302 aero service terminated. Contact Colombo Airways 124.9 I-1.
Colombo Airways 124.9 Sri Lankan 302 I-1. Colombo Airways I-1 Sri Lankan 302 passing flight level 137, climbing flight level 32, correction, climbing flight level 230.
Sri Lankan 302 Colombo, climb flight level 290 initially, stand by for further.
Climb flight level 290 Sri Lankan 302.
Flight level 290 blue.
Checked. Up here in the cruise now, 35,000 feet. We're just about to enter ETOPS entry point. ETOPS is basically extended range operations, and it's a special certification that all twin engine aircraft have to go through in order to be able to fly more than 60 minutes from the nearest suitable airport. In our case, here on the 320s, we have an ETOPS diversion time of 1 hour 20 minutes, so we can actually afford to fly up to 2 hours away from the nearest suitable airport. This is a special certification given by the DGCA, Civil Aviation Authority, and also our aircrafts have to be maintained to a separate or to a rather higher standard in order to achieve this. Also before flight, like I showed you before, there is a special check carried out on the aircraft if it's going to be an ETOPS sector. And even in terms of dispatching the aircraft with failures, which sometimes happens in airline operations, you can go with something called deferred defects, certain minor failures which occur, which do not really have a direct impact on flight safety. We have a book called the MEL, the Minimum Equipment List. You check it up and see if it's okay to go, and most likely most failures allow you to get airborne, providing you go through certain operational and maintenance procedures. So as I was saying, getting back to ETOPS, this failure list that we can go with for ETOPS is a lot more stringent or stricter than it is for a normal flight. So for example, let's say something like a generator failure on a normal line flight shouldn't be much of an issue for dispatch, but on an ETOPS flight that could be a problem. So yeah, just about to enter ETOPS entry point here, which was one of the points that Sanjay inserted into the FMGS on our pre-flight checks. And we've just got the weather for Medan and Colombo, which are two ETOPS alternates. It's looking good. So we have enough fuel. We've done all our checks and we're okay to enter our ETOPS entry point. So right now, Sanjay, we can just run through the ETOPS checklist.
Right. So in the cockpit, in flight approaching the ETOPS entry point checklist,
Yep.
check if the EEP, ETP, CP and EXP are in the proper format.
Yes, that's checked.
Verify that your suitable airports are still valid before the EEP.
Yes, that is checked now. We've already got the weather for both airports and it's good.
Right. And that was against the Jefferson weather minimal.
That's checked.
Verify your fuel on board is in accordance with the flight plan.
Yep, so we have our plan 8.3 at EGP1. We have 8.3 on board. That's fine. Fuel is good.
Fuel is good. And make a survey of your suitable airports.
Suitable airports are fine. We don't really have that many along on the route, but the ones that we do, like Phuket and Colombo, Medan, Matala, it's all okay. So that's checked.
So in-flight approaching the ETOPS entry point checklist is complete.
That's fine, thank you. Right, so here we're at 37,000 feet, and we've just come up over land over Indonesia right now. We've got Indonesia, or rather Medan. We just passed the Medan airport, about 70 nautical miles to our left beam us, and continuing straight, we'll be clipping just the south of Malaysia before we start our descent into Singapore. Right now we've got approximately 320 miles to go to Singapore, and still a little bit far to get the ATIS or ATIS with the weather information, so still waiting on that. If you'd like to take a closer look, there's pretty good visibility here today, so can have a good look of, or rather good look at the coast and the hills here in Medan.
So we are approaching our top of descent point, so I'm going to start entering the arrival into the FMGC, and I shall brief the captain shortly afterwards.
Left, we've got the Kuala Lumpur International Airport. It's about at 10 o'clock position, just around 50 miles away from us. Quite fortunate as we have good visibility today, so it's one of those rare days where you get to see KL on this route, because most of the time we have quite a bit of cloud cover around here. Okay, so going into Singapore, this is the approach that we plan on flying. This is the initial STAR, or Standard Instrument Arrival, that we plan on coming in from Arama, coming down here to Bobak, and then across to Sinjan, or rather to Bokip and Samko. And at this point we start getting radar vectors, which will take us on to the final approach course into Singapore. And after landing, we plan on taxiing. Oh, okay. Oh, it's right here.
Cross idle, open descent, flight level 210 blue.
Check. So after landing, which is the runway 02 left, we hope to vacate via Whiskey 5 or maybe Whiskey 4, get ourselves onto North Cross 3 perhaps,
Whiskey Papa.
Correction, onto Whiskey Papa, and then maybe Victor Zulu and come down. We're parking somewhere here, Bravo 6. So that's the parking. That's the plan, at least for today. Hopefully no changes.
0146.
Confirming, Delta 336.
Take Air 336, Kuala Lumpur, Nepal 3 Alpha arrival, runway 32 left, Sapat Alpha transition.
Srilankan 302, contact tower 118.6, bye-bye.
118.6, Srilankan 302, bye. Singh Tower, good afternoon. Sri Lanka 302 on the ILS runway 02 left.
Sri Lanka 302, Tower, good afternoon. Company approach and caution wake, you're pulling at 777.
1000.
Checked. Disconnecting autopilot. Cat 3 single.
Check.
Cat 1.
Check.
Flight 27, 55 North Road 3, contact ground 12185. Goodbye.
12185 and confirm exit to North Coast
3 Singapore 87.
exit onto North Coast 3 and 12185. Wait. South OK 347.
Stand by, break. Sri Lanka 302, runway 02 left, clear to land, surface wind light and variable.
Set and runway 02 left, Sri Lanka 302. Land green?
Check.
Clear to land.
Good afternoon. Continue.
Roundabout.
Check.
Continue approach 02 left, Socket 347, good afternoon.
Minimums.
Minimum.
Landing.
Front spoilers. Decel reverse screen. $70 knots.
Gear controls.
Gear controls. So approaching high speed Whiskey 5.
Check.
Sri Lankan 302, Whiskey 5.